like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watkins, and finding the tight end Hooper. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Carry on Johnson, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Watkins. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is, oh my goodness, he put it in one-handed. Touchdown. Detroit, Kenny Galladay, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7. Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Nelson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Nelson flushed out right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. But now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Set to throw is Nelson. Throwing on third and long. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Watkins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Lions 14, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. Terrell Lewis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nelson. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 43 yards.
Nelson operating from the gun. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Vikings.
Here's Nelson on 1st down, setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs on the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Lions 14, Vikings 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sideline. It's Nash, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. First down carry here for Johnson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Watkins. And that's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Watkins. And he comes back with 1 complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw on 3rd down. Watkins. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Watkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Watkins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
47-yard line.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 46-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now Nelson throwing on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Vikings 21, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Watkins. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
46-yard line.
On 1st down, Watkins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nash. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The 40-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watkins. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Nelson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Vikings.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off play action. Nelson. Smith catches left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Number 18.
Justin Jefferson. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. So when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
On the deep ball. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Again, it's Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Nelson. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Vikings, 1st down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
On the carry.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
taken in the end zone. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watkins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Watkins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Nelson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The intended receiver there was Donald Parham.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
They run the counter with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Set to throw is Nelson on 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Nelson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
The kicker on for.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way. And he goes, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Cook able to escape. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Nelson. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
Nelson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Irv Smith Jr. A
2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Nelson looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Minnesota.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Off-play action. Nelson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Nelson. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cook following the penalty. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run it again with Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Nelson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. off the play fake. Watkins, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Watkins. Open man is Galladay, complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the gun, Watkins. Going right back to Galladay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watkins looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This one down to me. Gotta lose, must be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Gotta be number one. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna buy my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Champion, yeah, we here.
Drop the top of